We just watched the second episode of Deadwood, Deep Water.
Yes.
Yes, so it's credited to Malcolm McLaury, but most of the dialogue was improvised on set by David Milch. So it's probably best to, just as a note, to refer to the writing as David Milch, if it ever comes up, rather than any of the other writers.
Okay.
Or both, but yeah, David Milch pretty much. So Deep Water mainly carries on everything from the first episode.
Yeah.
The little girl from the first episode, who her whole family was killed, is now being looked after by the Doc and Jane, and everyone's worried that she'll wake up and say that it wasn't the Indians who killed her, it was road agents. And the other main storyline is Seth Bullock having to deal with the fact that he's now seen as being dangerous for shooting that guy in the first episode.
Yes.
What did you think of Deep Water?
Well, it pretty much continues the quality of the last episode.
Yes.
Again, I still have to really pay attention.
Yes.
You can't really drift out. You've really got to just stay on it.
Yes.
Who exactly were road agents? What was that?
The two people that came to the saloon, the one who tries to kill Wild Bill, and the other guy who gets killed at the end. Yep. They were the people that killed the family, along with the guy who got shot in the first episode, who was brothers with Tim, and I can't remember the other one's name. They killed the family by running into them. They just ran into them, decided to kill them and take their goods.
Okay.
Because in the first episode they said there's too much ransacking for it to be Indians.
Yeah.
So they killed them for that. Al Swearingen doesn't want that to get out because he's scared that it'll be bad for his business, because there'll be fear going around that whites are killing whites rather than Indians killing whites, which is better for business.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the reason why they're scared. That's why he wants to kill the child all throughout the episode.
Yeah.
So just because it's bad for his business.
Right. I thought that was it, but I just wanted to...
Yes, that clarifies what's happening.
Yeah.
Yes. A big reason why it's so hard to follow in a way is because people's names are referred to a lot, like Tim Driscoll, without them having them on screen. Yeah. So if you don't remember who Tim Driscoll was, then it's quite hard to
recall
that.
Yeah.
Yes. We also get the fact that the gold claim that was... This is another one where the first episode, what's confusing, that gold claim thing now makes more sense.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Because the gold claim is a false gold claim. Yeah. So that's why it was sold to him at 20,000, making full profit, because it's worthless.
Yeah.
Yes. Again, just looks amazing.
Yeah.
Sound design's amazing.
Absolutely, everything's quality.
Everything's quality.
Continuous quality, yeah.
Yes.
Trying to think if there's any standout moments, loads of standout moments. But the confrontation between Al and
Seth Bullock,
that was great.
That was amazing, yes.
Yeah, where it's like, here's my counter-offer to your counter-offer. Go fuck yourself.
Yes.
That was great. That was good.
Yes. We're getting set up now that there's going to be some kind of... Do you get the sense that there's going to be some kind of big confrontation between the two?
Somebody's going to kick off.
Yes.
All it's going to take is like a little thing.
Yes.
That could be a big thing. I don't know. It's going to take something. It just needs something just to ignite the fuse and.
Yes, the two of them are set up as being the antagonist and protagonist, but it's more complex than that. Like Seth Bullock just comes off like a homicidal lunatic.
Yeah.
I like the way that he just walks. It's so stiff.
Yeah.
Like he just goes like. Yes, he looks like a robot. It's great. There's deepening a lot to the Jane character.
Oh yeah, she's just crazy.
She's crazy, yes.
Insane, yeah.
She can't control herself. She's a drunk.
Yeah.
She's terrified of any kind of confrontation, but bigs herself up a lot.
Her emotions are just all over the place.
Yes, she's a complete wreck in this episode. The Brad Dourif played Doctor is also fairly insane.
Yeah.
His character is he's seen everything and he's become completely traumatised.
Like he's shutting down emotionally and
Yes. Another thing that I think that it does well, especially with the Doctor, is he looks so sweaty.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he always looks really just overworked and.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes. My standout moment is probably the bit where Al Swearingen terrifies Jane.
Oh yeah.
It's so well played.
That's really good. Yeah.
And there's a sense that he could just kill the child there. It's so intimidating.
Like he would do if he could.
Yes. Like if he could, he'd just murdered a child.
Yeah.
Yes. There's also the bit where Wild Bill Hickok kills the guy who comes to get him.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's a great scene.
Yeah.
Just goes like that and then...
Yes. That's it, yeah. But it's all like... All the other characters are like, shit's happening.
Shit is happening.
Well, what I like is in this episode it really establishes how toxic Al is to the entire community.
Yes.
Like he's almost, I wouldn't say his hands are collars, he's got his tentacles everywhere.
Yes.
Like he wants to control everything and influence everything and everybody.
Yeah.
In a place that has no law, it's his law really that people have to follow.
He's pretty much the leader of the town.
Yeah. But I like how he has a toxic influence on everybody, and the fact that he sent one of his men to essentially kill a child, just because he's afraid it's bad for business.
Yes.
But I really like how it's establishing how corruptible he is, how he's corrupting this town.
Yes. And the way he tries to get a rise off people, where he keeps calling Sol Star a Jew all the time to try and get him to become angry so they can negotiate better.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, again, it's showing how inflexible Seth is. Because in a normal Western, obviously, he'd be the good hat. He would easily beat him and outmaneuver him, but he just can't communicate at all. No. So he just blows up at him when he's trying to negotiate the deal.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as the slightest provocation, he just like... Yes. Yeah. And the theme, again, of trying to rebuild yourself. Like, again, at this point, it's only a small thing, but the way that Seth Bullock's past is coming back, like the way he's already seen as like a gunslinger.
Yeah.
In that's what he's trying to escape. So we've seen little bits of that come through as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I think the first few episodes of Deadwood are just to try and get you into it more.
Yeah.
There's a major incident which is like, if I told it, it'd be a spoiler in episode 4, Here Was a Man, which sort of kicks off the whole big arc.
Wow.
There's the next episode, Reconnoitering the Rim's got big moments in it as well. So these first two are more just to get you into it, get you the plot flowing a bit more. We've got the faulty gold claim. The child doesn't come back, I don't think. So that storyline's pretty much closed off now.
Yeah, but it's more to again establish how I think that something as small as that is a huge thing in Al's eye, and he needs to control it and make sure that it doesn't get out or anything.
Yes.
So it's good at establishing all that stuff.
Yes. Anything that you thought was wrong in Deepwater?
I was just thinking. I did actually really like it. Nothing wrong, but I did really like that scene where the man who's got the faulty gold claim, he goes downstairs and he asks the guy from Blade Runner, "Oh, actually, you know what? I'm actually quite interested in your offer again." And he's like, "Sir, I like the drink, and I get a bit drunk." And and he claims, "I'm making my drunken state should be just discounted."
That's got the great line where he's like, I'll let you do his bit, but he's like, "You seemed okay."
What does he say?
He goes, "And that's why I'm a danger to myself."
And that's why I'm a danger to myself. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. But anything wrong with it? Not particularly. No, nothing really springs to mind. It's dense storytelling, and you kind of got to keep up.
Yes.
Obviously, that's not a detriment to the series itself. It's just you've really got to pay attention. You've really got to be like, yeah. Until you get used to it, anyway. I assume.
Yes.
Nothing just really strikes me as wrong. I'm waiting for these female characters to come into it.
Well, Jane's pretty well established now.
Yeah, Jane. But I'm waiting for
well, this is the difficulty, you see, with what's coming up. You'll understand why I can't mention it now. But in a few episodes' time, you really start to see them come in. But because of a major incident that happens.
Okay.
When we watch the next episode, you'll see why. I'll be able to tell you then.
Okay.
So I'll tell you then why it comes in more. But yeah, it's a really great sort of continuing episode, just getting you into it more. It's weird with Deadwood. I think it's obviously quite a bleak show. But I think it's quite warm.
Oh yeah.
I think there's like a warm. As you go in further, it becomes more warm. Like there's moments of humour, and you get to know the characters a lot better than you do in most TV shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think there's this warmth to it and stuff. But just a really solid. I'd give it like a 9 again.
Yeah, I'd give it a 9 as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Watch the second episode of Deadwood, and we'll be back with Reconnoitering the Rim.